If you're not already following my Instagram, it is Scenes with Shireen, one word. I also have a paint Instagram for my artwork that I make, and that is Paint with Shireen. I hope to see you over in that side of the community, and meanwhile, I hope you enjoy this video. Today I'm making a video on healing your masculine. I'll be going over the following 4 points. Number 1, why would you want to heal your masculine? Number 2, what is your masculine? Number 3, how can you tell if your masculine needs some healing? And number 4, what can you do to actually heal it? So if any of that sounds interesting to you, then I encourage you to watch the rest of this video, which you are probably already going to do. Okay, so why would you want to heal your masculine? If you're in a place in your life where you're trying to create boundaries between yourself and between other people, if you are trying to make significant and impactful lifestyle changes, if you're trying to give back to the world and give back to others, then these would be perfect reasons why you would want to heal your masculine self. The masculine is really all about that outputting energy. It rules the right side of the body, and it's really about giving, right? Taking actions, giving to others, anything that is outputting energy. So when you come to like a transaction where you're buying something that you really want, so the actual receiving of the item, that is going to be feminine, but masculine is the literal exchange of the money, because you're giving energy, you're giving money away. So that is going to be that output energy that I'm talking about. The thing is, the reason our society has been built the way it is based on genders, like women or men, because typically in the past, like, we saw women as the feminine and men as the masculine. Now we understand that that's not really the case, and that everyone does have both of these traits inside. The masculine is about being able to logically conceptualize a plan. So that's why it's been men dominating the workforce, because that energy is what is supposed to prosper in the workforce, right? Masculine also rules leadership, and anything that really has to do with delegating would go under the masculine energy or the masculine self. In short, the masculine is basically giving to others, taking action steps, and doing things like returning the favor. The term returning the favor is really about giving to someone what they've given to you. These are going to be traits that are categorized by the masculine self. So, how do you know if your masculine needs some healing? What are the symptoms to look out for of an unbalanced masculine self? You feel uncomfortable expressing an idea in front of people. You feel uncomfortable sharing things with others. That can be food, that can be thoughts, that can be emotions. Just in general, you feel uncomfortable sharing with others. You have a hard time taking actions towards your goals. You struggle to understand simple logic. This basically means that when someone else feels like they can come to a conclusion very simply, very easily, and you don't really understand the logic of how they got there, but to them it was very simple and easy. If this is happening to you a lot, then I would say it's probably difficult for you to understand or follow simple logic, which doesn't mean that you're dumb. It just means that your masculine is lacking a little bit of your energy or attention. You struggle to come up with realistic goals for yourself and corresponding plans to carry them out. You get stressed out when doing paperwork or following fact-based procedures. You feel drained after giving people advice. You feel stressed about every dollar that you spend. You're constantly clocking the money that you spend, always obsessing about how much is coming in and how much is going out. If this is you, then I would say your masculine needs a little bit of healing. And I would say a lot of people, this is the number one symptom that they have of an underdeveloped or unhealed masculine self. You struggle to make decisions and actually stick by them. Taking control or leadership over certain circumstances intimidates or scares you. So if any of these following statements resonate with you or accurately describe something that you're going through at the moment, then I would say we could use just a little bit of healing, and we'll get you back onto track with a healed, blossom, full masculine self. Now, last but not least, how can we actually heal our masculine self? The reason why you clicked on this video. The best thing you could possibly do for your masculine is putting it out of its comfort zone. giving it a platform and a space to actually blossom, to actually reach out and make a change and make a difference, because that's what the masculine is here to do, to make change and to make difference in our lives and in the lives of others. One example of what you can do is decide on a goal. Think of any goal. Like, for example, I want glowing skin. That's a goal, okay? Now decide 3 steps that you can take to bring yourself closer to this goal. It's not about whether the steps you take will work or not. It's about you deciding on something, sticking to it, and actually taking steps and making changes to bring yourself closer to it. That is how you're going to help cultivate the masculine to start working, to start churning, and to get energy flowing through that right side of your body. With that being said, it can be really helpful to do any kind of stimulation on the right side of your body. You can do like self-massage, you can do stretches on the right side of the body. Of course, you can do it on your whole body, but if you want to give some extra attention to the right side, that can also be helpful for freeing up some energy. A way that you can start healing the masculine is by reading books and watching videos on some of the things that you're trying to learn or obtain, like skills. So probably what you're doing right now is really healing for your masculine, because you're taking a step, right? You're taking an action. You're making a change in your behavior to bring about results that you're desiring. No choice is still also a choice. So make sure that if you're unsure about a certain path that you should take, try different actions in different directions to see what is really supported by the universe or nature or whatever. It's important that you're actually making movement, that you're putting output energy, that you're expending energy, because that's the only way that you're gonna actually see a difference in your life and a change in your lifestyle. Every time you spend money, go to the store and say in your head, every dime I spend comes back to me times 10. Every time I put money in my piggy bank, I always say, every dime I spend comes back to me times 10. I'm telling you, like, it just makes a difference. It makes you feel better. It's an action because you're trying something and you're saying something, and it really does make a difference. Doing Sudoku or crossword puzzles can be really helpful for healing the masculine as well. The reason for this is because it helps to cultivate the logic muscle. So it's literally like when you're a kid and you're reading, constantly, your parents make you read 30 minutes every day, because it just exercises that muscle, and the longer periods you go without doing it, the harder reading will be for you when you come back to it. Same thing with logic. So if you're doing Sudoku and crosswords and stuff like that, that's training that muscle. It may seem like trivial, but that logic will actually leak into other areas of your life as well, so that you can see your goals more logically, you can see action plans more logically, and etc. Next, I really want you to practice making decisions and actually sticking to it. Whether it's a good decision or not, just try, like, okay, I go to the store and I really want this tea. Commit and say, no matter what, I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna buy this tea. And if there is no tea, then I will buy another box of tea. And when you go, don't say, well, I guess I don't really need the tea, I can buy something else. Like, commit to that decision to buy the tea. So I really want you to just practice that. And last but not least, in situations where leadership is needed, take it. Even if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, like I said, this is about training the muscle, training the masculine energy, training the masculine muscle, and giving it energy and attention from you. It's not about being perfect, right? It's not perfection, it's progress. So really try anytime there is a leadership role available to step up, whether that be at work, or let's say you're around kids and somebody needs help. Like, don't let someone else do it. You be the one to step up and do it. And I promise you, this will help a lot to heal the masculine. So that's all the different aspects that I'm sharing with you today on how you can heal your masculine and what your masculine is. I really enjoyed making this video.